Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the English Listening Pod. I am Sarah, and I am so happy to be here with you today.
And I am Ryan. Hi, everyone. It is great to see you again. Or maybe to hear you again.
You are right, Ryan. We can't see them, but we know they are listening. So, Ryan, I have a story for you. You won't believe what happened to me this morning.
Oh, what happened? Did you win the lottery?
I wish. No, I went to the coffee shop and I saw our old friend, Mark.
Mark? Wow, I haven't seen Mark for 2 years. How is he?
He is great, but to be honest, I was a little nervous. I didn't know how to start the conversation.
I know that feeling. Sometimes when you see someone after a long time, your mind goes blank. You just want to say hello, but that is boring.
Exactly. I didn't want to be boring, so I used a phrase, a very special phrase. I smiled and said, "Long time no see."
Ah, long time no see. Sarah, stop for a second. That is a perfect phrase for our listeners. Can we explain it?
Yes, let's do it. The phrase is, "Long time no see."
Let's say it slowly. Long time no see. Long time no see.
It basically means, I haven't seen you for a long time. It is very friendly.
Yes, but be careful. This is informal. You use it with friends or family. Do not say long time no see to your boss or to the Queen of England.
That would be funny. "Hi, Queen. Long time no see." No, don't do that. Use it only for friends.
Speaking of friends, we want to be your friends too. So if you like learning English with us, please remember to subscribe to our channel.
Yes, and click the like button. It helps us find more friends around the world. And leave a comment. Tell us, are you an early bird or a night owl? We really want to know.
Okay, back to your story, Sarah. You said long time no see to Mark. What happened next?
He smiled. It broke the ice immediately. But then I wanted to ask about his life. I didn't want to say, "What did you do?" That sounds like a police interview.
Where were you? What did you do? Yes, very scary.
So I used another must-know phrase. I asked him, "What have you been up to?"
Oh, that is a good one. But Sarah, that is a difficult sentence. What have you been up to? It sounds very fast.
You are right. Native speakers say it very quickly. It sounds like one word, "What you been up to?" But let's slow it down.
Good idea. Listen carefully, everyone. What have you been up to? What have you been up to?
This phrase means, "What did you do recently?" or "How is your life?" It shows you care.
It is a great question. But Sarah, sometimes I have a problem. When someone asks me, "What have you been up to?" I never know the answer. Do I tell them everything?
That is a common problem. If you say too much, it is boring. If you say nothing, the conversation dies.
Exactly. You need a balance. You need to keep the conversation going. I actually have a trick for this. When people ask me that, I use a specific answer. It is short, but interesting. Do you want to know what it is?
Okay, Ryan, don't keep us waiting. You said you have a trick, a secret answer. What is it?
Well, the trick is simple. When someone asks, "What have you been up to?" I never say nothing.
Never? But sometimes we really do nothing. Sometimes I just sit on the sofa.
I know, but if you say nothing, the conversation stops. It dies. So I always add a hook.
A hook? Like a pirate hook? Captain Hook?
No, not a pirate hook. I mean a small detail, something interesting. For example, instead of saying nothing, I say, "Not much. I've just been working on my garden."
Ah, I see what you mean. You mention the garden. That is the hook.
Exactly, because now you have to ask me about it, right?
Yes, now I want to ask, "Oh, really? What are you growing? Tomatoes? Flowers?"
See, the conversation continues. It flows like a river. So the rule is answer plus one detail.
That is very smart. Answer plus one detail. But Ryan, what if I finish my story? What do I do then?
Then you must use the magic return. You must return the ball. You ask, how about you?
Wait. How about you? That is super important. Let's stop for a second.
Yes, how about you? It basically means, and you? What is your news?
It is polite. It shows you're not selfish. You want to hear about the other person.
Let's practice the pronunciation. It's 3 words, but we say it like one. How about you?
How about you? How about you?
Perfect. So, Sarah, let's try a real conversation. Ask me the question.
Okay. Ryan, long time no see. What have you been up to?
Hey, Sarah, not much. I actually just started reading a very strange book. How about you?
Oh, a strange book? I want to know more. But, well, I will answer your question first. Well, I have been busy too. I started learning to play the guitar.
No way. Really? You play the guitar?
Yes, well, I try. My fingers hurt a lot. But Ryan, you said something interesting. You said, no way.
Ah, yes. No way. This is a very common expression.
But no way sounds negative, like no, go away.
No. It is positive or surprised. It means I don't believe it or wow, that is amazing.
So if I tell you I won $1 million, you say,
No way.
exactly. It shows you are surprised. Listeners, be careful. Only use this with friends. In a business meeting, maybe just say, really?
Good advice. Really is safer. No way is fun.
You know what else is fun? Reading comments. Guys, if you are surprised by my guitar skills, please type no way in the comments below.
Yes, we want to see hundreds of no ways in the comments. It really helps the channel grow.
So, Ryan, we learned how to start talking. We learned how to keep it going with how about you, but sometimes the conversation gets awkward.
Awkward? You mean uncomfortable?
Yes, when there's silence or when you don't know what to say, you just look at each other and smile.
Oh, I hate that. The awkward silence. It's the worst.
Do you have a trick for that too? How do we fix a dying conversation?
Of course I do. To be honest, this is my favorite part. It's called the reactor.
The Reactor. It sounds like a movie title, Ryan, like a superhero movie. But what is it exactly?
Well, it is not a superhero, but it can save your conversation. A reactor is a short word or phrase you say while the other person is talking.
So it is a way to show that I'm listening, like saying yes or okay.
Exactly. But yes and okay are they're a bit boring if you use them all the time. To be honest, if you only say yes, people might think you're not interested.
Oh, I see. You want to sound like you are really there with them. So, what are some good reactors for beginners?
My favorite one is, I see what you mean.
Oh, that is a good one. I see what you mean. Let's stop and look at this. Does it mean I'm looking at something with my eyes?
No, not really. In this case, I see means I understand.
Ah, so I see what you mean is like saying, I understand your point, or I understand your feeling. Let's say it slowly together. I see what you mean.
I see what you mean. It is perfect when a friend is explaining a problem or a situation.
I love it. It sounds so much more fluent. What about when someone tells me something good, like I bought a new car?
Then you use a positive reactor, like, that sounds lovely, or that's cool.
That sounds lovely. Let's repeat that. That sounds lovely. Lovely is a beautiful word, right?
It is. It's very common in the UK, but everyone understands it. It just means very nice.
You know, Ryan, sometimes I use reactors even when I don't understand 100% of the English. It helps me stay in the conversation while my brain is working hard.
That is a great secret, Sarah. And it's okay to do that. It keeps the energy high. By the way, speaking of energy, if you're enjoying these tips, please give us a like. It really gives us the energy to create more videos for you.
Yes, your likes are our favorite reactors. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. We want to help you become fluent, one step at a time.
So we have, I see what you mean, and that sounds lovely. But Sarah, what if the news is bad? Like, I lost my keys or I'm sick.
Oh, then we need empathy reactors. I usually say, "Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that."
That is perfect. I'm sorry to hear that. It's a bit long, but it's very kind. Let's say it slowly for everyone. I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry to hear that. You know, Ryan, using these small words makes a huge difference. You don't need big, difficult words to be fluent. You just need the right reactions.
Exactly. Fluency is not about speaking like a book. It's about connecting with people.
You're right. But Ryan, what happens when the conversation is finished? My friend Mark and I talked for 10 minutes. I was happy, but then I had to go to work.
The ending. This is the most difficult part for many people. How do you leave without being rude?
Yes, I don't want to just run away. Bye and run. That is not polite.
No, definitely not. You need a soft landing. You need to prepare the person for the end of the chat.
A soft landing, like a plane? How do I do that in English?
Well, there's one phrase that's like a magic key to leave any conversation politely. To be honest, I use it every single day.
A magic key? Come on, Ryan. Tell me what it is. I really need to know how to leave a conversation without feeling, well, awkward.
Okay. Don't worry, Sarah. It is actually a very simple phrase. To be honest, most native speakers use it every day. When I'm ready to leave, I usually say, "It was great catching up with you."
It was great catching up with you. Oh, that sounds so nice and friendly. But Ryan, let's stop and look at that expression. Catching up.
Good idea. To catch up. Let's say it slowly. Catching up.
In English, when we say catch up, it doesn't mean we are running after a bus or catching a ball, right?
No, not at all. In a conversation, to catch up means to talk to a friend and learn all their news stories because you haven't seen them for a while.
Ah, I see. So when I talked to Mark today, we were catching up. We were sharing our news from the last 2 years.
Exactly. So, by saying it was great catching up, you are telling your friend that you enjoyed the conversation. It makes them feel happy.
I love that. It's like giving a small gift at the end of the chat. But how do I actually walk away? Do I just stay there forever after I say it?
No, you can't stay there forever. After you say it was great catching up, you add the second part. You say, I should probably get going.
I should probably get going. Let's repeat that slowly for our beginners. I should probably get going.
I should probably get going. You know, Sarah, the word probably is very important here.
Oh? Why is probably important?
Because it makes the sentence softer. If you say, I must go, it sounds a bit cold, like you're angry. But I should probably get going sounds like, well, like you have things to do, but you're a bit sad to leave.
Ah, I see what you mean. It's like a polite excuse. I have things to do, so I must go now.
Exactly. It's the perfect way to finish. Actually, Sarah, to be honest, I think we should probably get going too.
Oh, you're right, Ryan. Our episode is almost finished. Time really flies when we are talking, doesn't it?
It really does. But before we leave our friends, let's do a quick recap. We learned a lot today.
We did. First, we learned long time no see to say hello to an old friend.
Then we learned the question, what have you been up to ask for news.
Don't forget my favorite, no way, to show surprise.
And we learned, I see what you mean, and that sounds lovely, to show we're listening.
And finally, we learned how to say goodbye with it was great catching up with you and I should probably get going.
That's a lot of great English, everyone. You know, if you want to remember these phrases, you should watch this video again tomorrow. Repetition is the secret to learning.
Yes, and if you haven't done it yet, please subscribe to our channel. It makes us so happy to see our community growing.
And don't forget the comments. Tell us, what was your favorite phrase from today? Write it down. Writing helps you remember.
Well, everyone, it was truly great catching up with you today. Thank you for spending your time with us. You are doing an amazing job with your English.
Yes, keep practicing every day. We are very proud of you. I should probably get going now, Sarah. See you in the next episode, everyone. Goodbye.